Hello, John.
Hi, Stephen.
Right, we'll wait a minute for people to actually take their seats, and then you've got an instructional video.
Yes, yet another one of my thingy-jingies. Ablish actually sent a request for what he would like showing today, but there was no way I would have had the time to do it.
Right.
I'll probably do it for tomorrow for him instead.
Okay. Right, we're good to go when you're good to go.
Whatever, you don't need me. It's got me talking on it. Me talking twice would be a silly idea. So turn the volume off.
Right, volume off, camera off, and trying to get John's camera off. It won't go. Well, it has now. Good. And then I'm going to turn my camera off and then press play on this week's video after I've taken off the overlay, because otherwise we'll be missing part of John's lesson today. So here we go.
This is a little tutorial example, whatever you want to call it, on voiceovers. Now, what I'm going to do here is I've pre-built a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scene video with flags. Yep. So you can see we've got United Kingdom, Australia, United States, Germany, France, Denmark, and Spain. I've thrown the Denmark one in just to give our Nordic countries a bit of a chance. So, what we're going to do is we're going to use Invideo's own voiceover, automated voiceover, to add information about each of these countries. Okay, so we're going to go through and add a little bit about the population of each country. Okay, so we're going to start with the United Kingdom. I don't want to duplicate the scene, I just want to be on the scene. And what we're going to do is we're going to click the add with the microphone button, and we're going to go to automated voiceover. Now, I want good old British English, and here we have British English, and I'm going to go with Brian. We'll have a man here, and I'm going to enter my text up here, and I'm going to use the same piece of text with 2 changes for each of them. And this is quite simply who we're talking about. So the United Kingdom has a population of, and the answer to this is 66.44 million people. Now my typing's not up to much these days, so I'm going to just check that I've typed that properly. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and now we have a button that allows us to generate the voiceover, and it takes a few seconds to do that. I'm not on my ultra super fast machine today, so it will take a few seconds, and then we can listen to it.
The United Kingdom has a population of 66.44 million people.
I don't know whether you could hear that, so I'm just going to play it again a little bit.
The United Kingdom has a population of 66.44 million people.
I had the volume turned down because I was playing this while my wife was asleep this morning. So, that's pretty good actually. The disappointment is I can't change the pitch, I can't change the speed or anything like that, and there's only 3 voices. So let's add the voiceover to the scene. We get the chance to check it again. I'm just going to apply it, and that's then been saved. So what I'm going to do next is, whoops, I should have copied it, but we'll just type it again, is I'm going to add Australia. Now I did my research on Google before this, so the first thing we're going to do is my thing doesn't want to work today, but it's just my brain. So we're going to select Australian English, and we're going to enter text here. So Australia, can I spell Australia? Yep, has a population of, and according to Mr. Google, it's 24.7 million people. Can't seem to type, it must be because it's pretty early in the morning here. And we get a choice of people of two, Russell and Nicole. I'm going to stick with the bloke. We'll do a batch of ladies in a minute. Generate the voiceover. Again, takes a few seconds, and play.
Australia has a population of 24.7 million people.
Sort of Australian, isn't it? So let's add that voiceover to... Oh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, save me continuously typing. So let's do Control C. I'm going to add that voiceover to the scene and apply, and away we go. So let's go to the United States again. There. Oh, one thing you might notice here, if we just click on the text, can you see that now we have drop shadow? Yep, it's been around for a little while, but before we used to have to duplicate it and slide it around. And you can change the colour of the drop shadow. I'm going to leave it at black because black and white makes a great readable thing. And the only complaint I've got is, guys, I'd love to be able to control whether it's 1 to 9 pixels worth of shadow or not. Anyway, but great, now you can easily do drop shadow. So we're doing the United States. Let's click to add a voiceover. And this time I'm going to just paste here. So Control V and just change Australia to the United States. Has a population, and it's a little bit bigger. That's 327.3 million. 327.3 million people, and this time we want US English, and we get a few different voices. As you can see, quite a good choice there. I'm going to pick Kimberly. Let's go with a lady, and let's generate the voiceover. Again, takes a little while to generate the voiceover, and let's play that.
The United States has a population of 327.3 million people.
Don't like that. I'm going to try again with a different person. So this time I'm going to go with Joanna. So let's regenerate the voiceover. And it shows you that you can easily change your mind and select another voice. And let's play
The
that.
United States has a population of 327.3 million people.
That sounds more like an American accent to me. So I'm going to add that to the scene. And now, fly. That saved my changes. I'm going to go to Germany. Again, you can see that nice drop shadow that makes it clear to read. So let's go to automated voiceover. And I'm going to Control V. Change that to Germany. And there's not much difference between the number of people in Germany. It's just a mere 82.8 million. Quite a bit more than Australia. 82.8 million people. Now we want German. And we've got Vicky, Marlene and Hans. So far we've done 2 blokes and a lady, so let's try Marlene. Sounds like a typical German thing. So let's just also. So there we are. Okay, so let's listen to that.
Germany has a population of 82.8 million people.
Now, bit disappointing really, because it's a bit sort of cross between English and German. It hasn't translated apart from the numbers. So, you know, I'm going to add that, but that is a little bit of a disappointment. Okay, click apply. And okay, so let's now go to France. I love to go to France. Anyway, it's add automated voiceover. Let's put our text in, Control V. Let's go Germany. I'm hopeless today. Let's go France, shall we? France. And France is pretty similar to the UK. The UK had 66.44 million and France has 67 million people. Let's select French. And let's select, let's go with Celine and see what she sounds like. Okay, let's listen to our French fella.
France has a population of 67 million people.
And again, translated the numbers, but not the text. So let's just add that voiceover to there. Then I've added Denmark. Oh, I needed to apply it, sorry. Okay, and then it's Denmark. Now this is a bit of a challenge, this one, so let's add automated voiceover. Let's put our numbers in. Control V. Denmark has a population of, what did we come out? Oh, it's not very many, only 5.6 million people. So let's select our language. And there is Danish. And we've got Nadia and Mads. But Mads sounds interesting. Let's listen to Mads. So again, a little bit of whirring. And hey ho, we have that.
Denmark has a population of 5.6 million people.
Again, it's a very pidgin English. They did change the numbers again, but really it's just a pidgin interpretation of English. That's pidgin, not pigeon. So that's P-I-D-G-I-N, not pigeon as in the bird. So let's add that voiceover. We can actually change here, by the way, the volume of the background music and hit apply. Changes, okay. And then my seventh country is Spain. Okay, so let's add a Spanish automated voice. Again, we need to add our text. Control V. Spain has a population of 46.7 million. So let's select our language. Now, there's several different Spanishes, and the nearest European Spanish is Castilian Spanish. And we got Lucia, Enrique and Conchita. Let's try Conchita. Generate voiceover. A little bit of whirring and loading. And in a few moments we will have our Spanish. So let's play that.
Spain has a population of 46.7 million people.
Okay, again translated the numbers but not the text. So let's add that to the scene and apply that, and all 7 now have the voiceover generated within Invideo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preview this, and then I'm going to export it. Then I'm going to add the exported video, but after that I'm going to come back and perform this exercise again with a third-party product that uses the latest technology from the likes of Amazon and Google. So let's play this one as on a preview.
The United Kingdom has a population of 66.44 million people.
You'll notice the background is Joy to the World. I'm just going to hit the export button. And in a moment we'll see it's processing. So now I'm going to hit F10 and suspend it.
The United Kingdom has a population of 66.44 million people.
Australia has a population of 24.7 million people.
The United States has a population of 327.3 million people.
Germany has a population of 82.8 million people.
France has a population of 67 million people.
Danmark has a population of 5,6 million people.
Spain has a population of 46.7 million people.
Hi, I'm going to do the exercise we just saw before, but this time I'm going to add some voiceovers that have been recorded in a third-party product called Audio Flow, which uses the Amazon technology. So I'm here, and then I've pre-recorded them all, so what I'll do is add them, and at the end I'll just do a simple example of Audio Flow. So I'm going to add upload from computer, and I'm going to go pictures, Invideo, and flag speech. God, my brain didn't want to work there. So now we're going to add British. Open, upload the audio. And it's taking a few moments to do that. And I'll play this one, but the rest I'll just add and then we'll play at the end.
The United Kingdom has a population of 66.45 million people.
Okay, so you get a feel of what you can do with the Audio Flow. There I can change the speed, the pitch, and I can also add delays. So if I've got paragraphs of text, I can put a bit of a delay between paragraphs or even sentences if I want to. So let's now go to Australia. Well, I wish I was going to Australia. Add and upload from computer, and this time we want to add Aussie. So let's open, let's add that, and I'm just going to do them all very quickly, otherwise the video is going to take forever. So let's apply. Okay, let's go to United States, add, upload from computer, US, open. And that's uploading there, and you notice down here we get a view of what's going on, optimizing, etc. So let's go to Germany, let's go add, let's go upload from computer, and there we are, German. Open, and again you'll see German.mp3, optimizing for web, giving us a bit of an indication of time. And there we go. So let's apply that. Changes saved. Let's go to France and let's add that. Let's go to upload from computer, and we're going to add French, open, and again tells us it's uploading, and then apply. Okay, let's just close those. Let's go to Denmark. Denmark. Add, upload from computer, and here we have Denmark. Opened. So again, back down here we can see Denmark there, optimizing for web. Close those again. And lastly we have Spain. So let's go to Spain, add, upload from computer, Spanish, open, apply, changes saved. So that's Spanish. You can tell that we've got it added because the edit stays blue. So we've done them all. So what I'm going to do now is hit preview.
The United Kingdom has a population of 66.45 million people.
So now I'm going to
Australia has a population.
This video, and what I'm going to do again is I'm going to stop this and I will add the final video to there. And at the end, after I've done this video, I'll show you audio flow. We'll just do a quick couple of sentences in audio flow just to show you how it works. So I'm stopping this video now.
The United Kingdom has a population of 66.45 million people.
Australia has a population of 24.7 million people.
The United States has a population of 327.3 million people.
Deutschland hat eine Bevölkerung von 82,8 Millionen Menschen.
La France a une population de 67 millions de personnes.
Danmark har en befolkning på 5,6 miljoner mennesker.
España tiene una población de 46,7 millones de personas.
Okay, this is audio flow, and it's all about audio. You can record, you can do text-to-speech, and it also has a wide selection of tracks available for use. So this is how to do a text-to-speech. So we've got English, Rachel. We're not translating the text because it's in English, and as you can see, you can vary the speed and the pitch. I've already generated this, so let's...
Parking on pavements could be banned in England to help pedestrians, the Department for Transport has said. With the exception of London, where a ban already exists, only lorries are currently prevented from pavement parking.
Okay, so that gives us an idea that it's pretty good, really. So what I want to do is show you another language. Let's pick Turkish. And let's translate to Turkish. It's definitely here somewhere. Turkish, translate. And as you saw on the previous video, it now does translation and speech in that particular language. And again, we could change the pitch and the speech. I'm just going to generate it as is and play it.
Kaldırımlara park İngiltere'de yaya yardım için yasak olabilir. Ulaşım dairesi söyledi. Bir yasak zaten var, Londra hariç sadece kamyon şu anda kaldırım otopark engellenir.
Now, my Turkish is not good. It ends in the word delight. I really like Turkish delight, but that gives you an example of just how much better you can do with some of these new products using the latest technology. So that's it from this tutorial. Hope you found it worthwhile.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Right. Okay. That was good.
You've got audio flow, haven't you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. No,
I
no,
have.
I can't.
I've just been to the website. Good. Okay. No, I haven't. Can everybody hear me, please? Just somebody just say that I'm audible, as it were. Yeah, I do have audio flow.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Good.
No,
I've just been to the website and an interesting. It's an interesting situation on the audio flow site. So if you go and take a look afterwards.
You've probably been to the fast sell site when they launched the product. There is a, if you go to the current site, you can still buy it. If you go to the JV Zoo site,
Right,
which is where you bought
Barry's saying you can hear me.
You keep disappearing for me as well.
Kelly, sorry? Barry's saying he can hear me, and Kelly is saying he can hear me. So,
but I'm watching you in real life. I'm on
okay.
Be Live, aren't I? So we're not watching in the same place. Anyway, let's get on, shall we? If you go to the site that you bought yours from, was the JV Zoo launch site, yeah, where you had all the special countdowns and all that. There is the proper site. I'll find the address and post that so as people can go there.
Okay. Yeah, because I've just gone to audioflow.co and
yeah, and that says
it's pretty quiet there.
I'm pretty sure you'll find it's called it's audioflow.app now, or app.audioflow, one or the other.
All right, they've moved.
That was one of those JVZ campaigns, you know, buy me now or else.
Right. Now, I've been looking at templates between Blabbing for Britain and now. And this is the first template I've used. Normally, like John, I start with a blank sheet and just go. And this is the first attempt. And I'm going to just put it full screen so that we can stay here. And it's going full screen. I'm going to press play. Now, to do that, I did in fact use a template. And I thought, well, it's not processing right. What are all those flashing images about? And it's part of the video, because you can do that. You can actually put in.
They're called glitch effects.
Yes. And you either love them or hate them. So
hate.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that one off. And then I thought, because I worked out how it was done, I then did it again, and I'm going to put this full screen, and let's press play again and enjoy watching the revised version of the video. Right, now it's a lot better without the glitches. it works for me without the glitches. Obviously a template is designed to show what you can do. If I hadn't realized that it was regular and the glitch was coming up after each scene, then I would have been put off using Invideo for quite a while. Well, that's one of the things, isn't it? It takes you a while to actually work out what is actually going on. Right, okay, I'm going to take that off screen and hide it. It's back to John and myself. And comments coming in, and Barry is saying it's much better, the second version.
We'd all agree.
I agree. But templates are handy to just pick up, and I made those literally in minutes, and we're going to see how they went down in Belivers. But then I thought, well, okay, we can't just have one template, let's have two. So I did another template, and I'm going to bring that full screen. This one is even shorter, so hang around for a moment and we'll watch this template, and you might learn something of interest. Now, again, with that template, I was using the music came with it. I might go back and revisit it and you choose some other music. But that offer that is on there is a genuine offer. If you do want to try BeLive and use BeLive, then you can get 30%. If you're a new user, that is, you can get 30% off your monthly or annual subscription. And you can do that anytime up to the 31st December this year. So there we have it. Okay, now just a question, because you used AudioFlow to do all those translations. Okay.
Yeah.
You could you, what would have been if you'd gone to Google Translate and pasted the text in there, would you have got the same result?
The truth is, I've never tried it.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't have got different voices, that's for sure.
I think the voices are better. Don't get me wrong, I'm not being critical of Invideo. In Invideo, voiceover is minuscule. Yeah. In AudioFlow, voiceover is 1/3 of the whole product.
That's true. That's true. And I've got some of my music from there. I need more music, so if you could send the link afterwards, that would be absolutely brilliant. Right. Okay. We've actually come up. Well, that fitted in quite well, actually.
Have you told everybody about your background and the offer on XSplit?
John, you found it, right? Okay. As you can see, I am using XSplit, which means that I can switch, if I get this right, I can switch from my original background to a different background at the flick of a switch. And John, you discovered something the other day.
There's an offer on it for Mashable. It was a 5-day offer. I think we're on day 3, so there's still an opportunity to get it. And what we'll do is in the thread for this, we will post the link. And basically, it's $49.95 or $50, shall we say, for lifetime, and it's $20 in this offer, so which is a considerable saving.
It has to be the bargain of the month. It just works out the box most of the time.
It wouldn't work on my laptop.
Shh, you're not supposed to say that.
I don't think the installation completed properly.
Right. Okay. So we know that it works, and it's very reliable, and they do keep updating it. This is important. They keep improving what it can do. I mean, I can now raise my hands, and you can see all 10 fingers, which is, I think, is quite good. And it's only at the edges. Well, it's not that edge. It's not that edge. Well, slightly.
It used to have 5 fingers, you see. That's what it was. And the previous version.
There you go. 8 or 9, I think it was on the previous version, but now you can get all 10 fingers. So when David goes, give us 10 on the Monday, then that will work. Okay, tomorrow we're live. We're on YouTube with Ask Angelica. The recording will be there when you get up on the East Coast. If you want to follow Ask Angelica, and this week we are visiting Essen, which has nothing to do with eating. It's a city, and you find out more about the city and learn some new German phrases if you join us on YouTube anytime tomorrow after 6 a.m. Eastern. Right, okay, so we've got another week of clocks being different next week. So next week, John and I will be back at our normal time of 12 p.m. Eastern. 11 a.m. Eastern.
No,
it's confusing, isn't it?
We won't be back next week. It'll be the week after that we'll be back at normal 11 a.m. because it's the 29th that our clocks go back.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's all so confusing.
Two weeks different from the our North American friends.
Indeed,
so
we are.
29th. We have a short.
Right. Yeah, and just to note that we are joined on Blabbing for Britain next Thursday by Nazim, who is in Milan, Italy, and he's going to be telling us firsthand what's happening in Italy. The country is on lockdown, and he can't go to the pub, he can't go to the restaurant, he's been discouraged from going around to see friends, but rather than my précis of it, you'll be able to ask questions of Nazim next Thursday at 6 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. in the UK, and I'm looking forward to learning exactly what's going on. I was chatting to him earlier. They are okay, they're coping, but it's different and difficult as they learn to live with being on lockdown. And it'd be good to find out how they're coping and get some pointers as to what's going to happen in our own countries over the coming weeks, or not, as the case may be. Now, John and I can still fly to the States. Not that we're going to, but we still can. We're grateful for that. But we're not flying anywhere at the moment. We're going to take a break, and we'll see you again next week. John, it's over to you.
So, no, it isn't coronavirus, really. It's just put on. So, it's goodbye from Stephen in Wiltshire, from me in Surrey Hole, just south of Birmingham, and goodbye to our friends across the pond, and goodbye to Corinda in London. See you soon.
And our friends in Italy. Take care. See you soon.
Friends in Italy watching? Oh, right. Bye.
We could have. We're on the replay.
All right. Anywhere in the world. Goodbye.
Anywhere in the world. Bye for now. That is